Bitcoin is about to break out anytime soon here because we are at crucial resistance and we don't show a little cooldown towards the downside, and momentum is still pushing towards this resistance line and many more very important charts we are gonna discuss in this video. So let's dive into the chart right now. First of all, what can we see? We have some topside resistance here, and we are currently retesting that topside resistance exactly once again here. Also, we have a squeeze support line on the lower side. So what does this mean? Price is squeezing towards one point here, and that will cause for a massive breakout to either the upside or towards the downside. But for now, it's Sunday and we are still staying above resistance or against resistance here. And we don't make a very big CME gap here. So this could mean that if we go into Monday with New York open, that we will break out here and that will cause a massive move towards easily 112k, so new all-time high, but it can push us way further towards 115k here. So pretty excited to see, and you can anticipate on this with a major trade because this is an high convenience setup. What we can do is if we break out and retest that old resistance line and flip it into support, we can enter a very big position here. So that's what I am looking for. Of course, it is always possible to get some kind of a cool down towards the downside, but if that happens, I am anticipating with an even bigger trade here because I'm really convinced that Bitcoin will go up from off this point here. Then that's exactly the same point as we are in the market. This is the market structure of the last months and weeks here. And what we can see is that we went from a higher high, higher low, lower high and a lower low. Usually what we see is a new lower high here once again. And that is exactly at the point we are currently at here. But what is happening if we break this lower high? It means that we break a higher high here, and that will mean that we flip structure towards the upside and we are bullish once again. And that's also, if you combine it with this chart, if we break this higher high, we will come back and we have two very important charts breaking out. So I am keeping my eye on this as well, because if we break out towards the upside here, I'm opening a really big position. And of course it's possible to get something like a cool down towards the downside, but nothing to worry about because things are looking pretty okay here. Something that doesn't look pretty good here is the Bitcoin volatility index, and this will indicate how Bitcoin moves. And we can see that we actually are breaking this old support line and that we are in the most boring market since October 2023. The volatility in the market hasn't been that low as we are currently seeing. So this means that Bitcoin is in a very boring market, but low volatility indicates high volatility in the future. So what can we see here? We touched lows, and afterwards we saw a massive volatility increasement happening here anytime soon, and that's exactly what I am expecting here. So volatility is quite low at this point, but I really think with tomorrow we will get a massive volatility spike towards the upside, which means that Bitcoin isn't that boring to trade anymore, and we can anticipate on that with some very nice analysis. If we look at the liquidity, nothing really changed. We had some liquidity on the top side, on the lower side, exactly the same as yesterday. But what we need to see is take one of those out, even or both could be very great. And I really think that maybe market will move today to one of those liquidity zones to take them out, and tomorrow to take the other one out, and then move towards the side Bitcoin wants to go here. So that's pretty important to know where the liquidity is laying into the markets. But don't put your stop loss exactly in those liquidity zones because they will be taken out here. Then something which is pretty exciting to see is that Ethereum against Bitcoin is breaking out as well. So that means that Ethereum is gaining strength against Bitcoin, and we literally saw a perfect retest and we saw price jumping from off this old resistance line, which is a really good sign. And I really think that Ethereum is gaining momentum towards Bitcoin, which means that Ethereum will pump way more than Bitcoin, and that is why I am anticipating on also opening a position on Ethereum. Because if we look at Ethereum, we've been talking about this a lot, but we had a accumulation range, the capitulation, so pull all the people out of the market and the expansion phase, and we are currently in an expansion phase. Of course, as we can see, the expansion phase isn't that explosive, but it will get explosive here. So please make sure to anticipate on that. And we have the power of 3 pattern here playing out exactly like we predicted. This capitulation took all the people out, and now we are in touch for that 50% move towards the upside, and that will cost for 3,400 Ethereum here. So I am really looking forward to it, and it really looks pretty bullish for Ethereum here. And Bitcoin also looking very bullish. Of course, the volatility is quite low here, so I want to see that changed. But we will see tomorrow what will happen over there. And then if you want to stay in touch with the crypto market throughout the day, so if we see a breakout anytime soon here, I will be posting it live over on my X page. Also, if I open a position, I will post it transparent over on my X page. So I'm purely sending alpha towards this X page, so please make sure to follow me over there to never miss a move throughout the day here. And if you never want to miss these daily update videos, so you will always be updated about the next move in the market, please make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel. And if you like this daily update video, please make sure to smash up the like button, and I will see you tomorrow by a new crypto daily update video.